Okay, Assalamualaikum and very good afternoon. So can we start now?
Afternoon, Doktor. Can.
Boleh? So dengar suara saya?
Dengar, Doktor.
Okay, good. So basically, for today's, we're still going to discuss on how your AD2 should work for this semester, because this semester, as I emphasized with Dr. Izari on our previous meeting, is that this semester is going to be emphasizing on your deliverability. Okay, meaning that what you propose in your engineering proposal is actually the one that you need to fabricate. Okay, and then Dr. Jari and myself we're going to look into details where we need to make sure that you deliver what you promised in your proposal. So I hope all of you already downloaded all the reports that you made during your AD1. So basically, you can take a look at others' report, your friends' report, and how it's done. Because so semua dah download lah. So everybody already download and read report in a quick glance. Right? Okay. Okay. So any question on the report? So ada yang nak buang markah? Then, okay. So ada soalan tak berkenaan report yang awak baca tu? So any question? Dah lupa ke? Diam je semua?
Tak ada, Doktor.
Okay.
Sebab baru baca sebentar lalu.
Okay. So basically, sekejap saya punya digital pen ni problem lah. So saya akan type dalam Word sajalah. Okay, sekejap. So somebody please record this session. Siapa nak record?
Muaz, Doktor, Muaz.
Mas? Boleh tolong record tak? Boleh? Okay. Sekejap saya nak share. Saya punya digital pen problem lah. Saya tak boleh nak, sebab saya kena ni setting saya nak kena restart balik saya punya laptop, tapi awak semua dah ada dalam ni kan. So saya just proceed dengan Word sajalah. Okay. Share. Okay. Window. So nampak saya punya screen. So saya sebenarnya dah buat saya punya open board. So basically I would like to remind you, so basically based on your last report, we have 5 groups. Okay. Groups. So basically we have a vehicle integration. Then the second one you have a ride handling group. Then third one you have a power train and monitoring. Dan yang keempat awak ada vehicle integration. Vehicle integration dah.
Steering.
Okay. Awak ada steering system. And lastly awak ada structure. Okay. So basically, these are 5 groups that being formed during your AD1, and the way that we delivered this report last semester, you have a big group where the report from each group being sent separately. Not even that we have a one big group, but the report being sent separately. But for this semester, you're going to combine all the what the content for each group within in one report. So meaning that you're going to have for this semester you have 5 groups. So meaning that there's going to be 5 reports. Okay. Okay. So based on based on in general, so yang report yang saya dah tengok yang Dr. Izari and myself mark on this report. So there are few things yang which is lack lah. Okay. So this one, okay, the first one, this one saya akan list dulu, and then first one formatting. Okay, ini yang formatting ni semua report, all the reports have this this kind of formatting problems. Okay, even though that you're not following any specific formats, for example UTM thesis or report format. So the format is majority of the subgroups is bad lah. So you're not looking into details. So meaning that the most general problem in your report is actually your paragraph haven't been justified, and then you haven't checked either you've been using single line or single spacing or double spacing, and then your tabs is not inconsistent. Okay, so please make sure for this semester, so we don't start focusing in having a good format for your report. So since that you need to submit to me and Dr. Izahari weekly weekly progress in type form. So make sure that you are emphasized on this format, because back in the industry, usually you are an engineer, but usually you're going to present the report to your boss in the management. Okay, and then these guys, usually the top management, they're usually non-technical, and usually they're going to emphasize more on format. So if you don't practice to look into details into formats, then you're going to have a big problem, because top management, they always look for perfection. Okay, either doesn't mean either it's going to be format or your grammar or your how you write your sentences in your report. So be careful. So this one is very important, formatting. In fact, even you're not going to work in engineering field in the future, so awak pergi mana-mana pun, memang format because formatting shows your professionalism. Okay, if you are don't look into this, so people might assume you that you might do kerja yang semi-lower lah, so you just take for granted on the project or on your work. Sebab sometimes if you focus more on the format, you know that your outcome from your project or your work is not that up to expectation. Sometimes it might save you, because because the readers or your boss, they when they read a good a report, a good prepared report, so it's going to be okay, just proceed with the next one. Okay, or proceed with whatever you should. So this is very important, formatting. So you need to start to train yourself in looking into formatting of your work. Okay, the second one is on the this is a CAA analysis. Okay, this one is actually all the subgroup which involve the CAA analysis have problem with, because especially the structure and the structure, the right handling, because you do your analysis half cook. Okay, you don't saya tak tahulah sebab itu awak tak sempat ke apa kan. So basically, this kind of analysis you need to proceed because, like I told you in AD1, the ultimate work of for your CAE is to get the dynamic loading. Majority of you are just conduct CAE analysis for static loading. So for static loading, for sure, you won't see any problem with your design, especially for the structure. But for the when we consider for handling, that might be a possibility either your structure going to work or it's going to fail. So that for this semester, I want those who are involved with the CAE analysis. So for structure, please conduct the CAE analysis involving dynamic loading. So meaning that once you have your if you still remember, so last semester to get the dynamic loading, you need to get all the parts or your your electric vehicle, go-kart electric vehicle to be fully assembled and then run in motion analysis. Okay, so I think there's only one or there's a only I think both group did the motion analysis, but the the way that you extract the dynamic loading and then apply it to the vehicle structure is not clear, and then ada yang buat salah lah. So tak apa, so you're still learning. So for this semester we're going to look into that lah. Okay, you're going to get the good analysis based on the proper methodology that you use during your CA analysis for your dynamic loading. For static loading, no problem. Okay, because you guys already use to it. Okay. Okay, next one is your detailed drawing. Okay, for detailed drawing, some of you not putting, they just put the fully assembled go-kart with a rough dimension. Okay, so basically for this part, usually if you do that, you're not going to put in report. You need it to put it in your attachment. Okay, as a appendix. So basically in details drawing ni, you need to include the assembly drawing. This one you did, and then the full assembly. What lags that you haven't put details on the component of your electric vehicle, and then the way that you put the dimension also is not incomplete or wrong, inconsistent. So this one is a bit contradict dengan apa yang awak pernah belajar, macam awak tak apply lah. So you haven't applied what you learned during your first year when you learn on technical drawing. Okay, so banyak lah. So this one is very important because later on you're going to produce what you based on or based on the technical drawing that you have. Okay, sebab ini kalau macam dekat industri sekarang ni, yes, you haven't this you won't see this problem because you design, you produce the CAD drawing, and you yourself the one that are going to fabricate it. But later on in industry, you don't do everything from A to Z. Usually you're just going to design. When it comes for fabrication, you're going to pass for somewhere else to do it on your behalf, or either you're going to submit to your vendor or just send it to the workshop to fabricate for you. It's just that when you produce improper drawing, so they can't understand it. So when they can't really understand the meaning of that drawing, so the fabrication going to give you a problem to them, and then they will come back again and again and again to you. So make sure that you need to produce a proper technical drawing. So that one also going to be emphasized for this semester. Okay. Okay. So far, any question?
No, Doctor.
Yeah. Good. And then next one is the incomplete analysis. This one consider include the CA analysis both for static and dynamic loading, and then another one there's also manual calculation, whereas especially for those who did the steering analysis, some of it determine the steering turning radius using motion analysis, some of it use manual calculation. It's just that the results doesn't tally between the manual calculation and the one that you did in your motion analysis. So you need to check that. So then there is also another incomplete analysis, meaning that tak silap saya related to the powertrain. Powertrain, on how you select the powertrain set that meet the design specification, meaning that when you go to the you want your vehicle to have a certain speed with a certain acceleration capability, you didn't show that calculation because I believe you already learned it ni part dan 3 you already in those who already meaning that you haven't for example haven't show the calculation for acceleration, and then if there's group who did it and then there is an incomplete, so that's one apa yang problem lah. So for this semester, so please make sure you have a lot of time to focus on this thing. We have about 7 weeks, so meaning that nanti bila awak dah balik sini, benda-benda macam ni saya tak nak tengok lagi lah. So we and myself and Dr. Zari, we won't entertain it anymore. So for when you come back to UTM, so we're just going to focus on the fabrication. So kalau ni saya akan tanya lah. So meaning and then at the end of this first part of this semester, so basically we're going to evaluate your engineering proposal during the 5th or 6th week, okay, and then for evaluation, and then later on we're going to give you 1 week for correction before we're going to give you green light that you can produce or fabricate that prototype for each group. Okay, and then another problem is grammar. This one, grammar is never ending story lah with students. So basically, for this one, if for this semester, I want every progress update, weekly progress update, and the report itself to be checked with grammar checker. So I would recommend you to check with Grammarly. Okay, check with Grammarly. It's a free version, so you don't have to worry to subscribe it. So if you want to subscribe, I think it's not that expensive. Okay, check with Grammarly, and then one more thing, when we check with Grammarly, don't simply accept everything lah. You need to read, and then it sound good, and then you can accept it, because Grammarly pun kadang-kadang dia pun tak betul juga, okay, sebab dia depend on your sentence. So kalau if your sentence structure is already correct from the beginning, and then it's just going to check for your grammar. But sometimes when your sentence structure is not correct at all, it's just going to make that grammar correction based on that sentence structure. So still salah jugalah. So but still good rather than using the grammar checker in the Word. Okay, and then this one is improper signal layout. Okay, for improper signal layout, this one referring to the powertrain and monitoring group lah. So the one that you propose is some of it too good to be true lah. It look nice in the figures in your report, but when it comes to the fabrication or what, when you want to make it, I'm in doubt lah that it's going to work. Okay, so basically for this one, for this semester, we're going to take a look on this seriously lah. Okay, because basically for this prototype, I want other than the prototype to work, I want the monitoring system to work as well. And then if possible, we're going to do in two methods. The first one is wired, and then the second one we're going to do the via wirelessly. Okay, but if you do the wired correctly, I only will proceed. I will proceed with the wired version once you did the wired version correctly. If not, you just make until you get it. Okay, so meaning that your wired version need to function lah. If it is function, then we'll see if you can convert into wireless monitoring system. Okay. So ini yang this is actually the major major problems are. Okay. So everybody everybody in all of the groups did this. So that's why I think last semester only 4 or 5 people only from one subgroup got an A. Okay, majority of you got I think around B plus. Okay, but not many lah. So basically for this semester, yeah, you already have this this report, last semester report as a benchmark. So hopefully you can, for those who got B, maybe you can push your grade a bit more, and then for those who already got an A, so hopefully you can maintain your your work for this semester. And like I said previously, so for this semester we're going to possibly no, you're not going to be in the same group as you did during your last semester. You're going to be have new group members. So there's going to be 5 group. So in each groups there are going to be between 6 to 7 students. So basically 6 to 7 students. You going one going to work on this 5 subsystem, which is the vehicle integration, ride handling, power train and monitoring, sharing system and structure. Okay, and then for this semester also, okay, for the list and the groups, this one I haven't finished sorting it out yet. So basically, I'm going to give it by this weekend. I will post it the groups in the WhatsApp group so you can check the list. So and then we're going to start having the first meeting next week on during this studio class on Monday evening. Monday evening kan? Okay lah, yelah. On where we're going to for each group, you need to tell me, other than this general what lags that I've been told you. So what are you going to do for this semester to improvise the report that you're going to take over? So basically, you just highlight the exactly the problem with that report, the kind of works that not being delivered, and then all the problems that you would like to take care of for this semester. Okay, so that's what you need during our first meeting next week. Okay, and then yeah, for this semester most of the progress will be monitored by myself. So the Izari just going to assist during the class. Okay. Okay, so far any question on this lag in your during AD1? So any question?
Tak ada, Doktor.
Okay, tak ada.
Doktor. So nanti
Ah,
kena buat grup baru tu, kita orang kena buat sendiri ke? Macam mana?
Saya dan Dr. Zari akan buat. Saya akan ni sekarang ni saya belum habis sort lagi. Sebab ada yang daripada student SKMV yang akan join. So diorang daripada AD2, tapi AD2 dah AD saja. So AD tak ada. So ada AD2 je. So diorang akan be joining you guys lah. So sebab yang diorang pun last time buat belum, diorang tak join lagi. Okay. So nanti saya akan tengok balik lah, sebab sekarang ni so far the list keep on changing. So nanti tapi hopefully saya akan bagi by this weekend lah.
Okay, lepas tu Doktor, so maknanya untuk minggu depan, maknanya kita orang kena, setiap satu report tu, kita orang kena macam suggest improvement untuk setiap satu report.
Yeah, yes, correct. That one for each group you need to discuss. Hold on. Okay, awak kena you need to discuss and mention specifically what's the lags in that report, and then propose what you should do to overcome it.
So ikut grup sendiri yang selepas lah?
Tak, ikut yang grup yang baru ni.
So maknanya kena buka setiap satu report, kena saja improve. Okay.
Yeah. So nanti the new list going to list the names of your team member. So nanti seorang group leader ni dia akan assign lah siapa yang nak ambil or responsible for this subsystem. Okay?
Oh.
Okay.
Sebenarnya kat dalam group tu ada 5 orang, so seorang akan tengok report ni, seorang akan tengok report ni.
Yes, at least awak assign lah macam mana pun dia akan ada at least bukan 5 lah, 6 to 7 person.
Yeah.
So nanti awak just discuss, so siapa yang akan untuk satu subsystem tu, who's going to either going to be one person in charge ataupun 2 person in charge. Okay, so awak tengoklah, awak discuss among yourself. Okay, faham
So improvement tu semua sekali lah, macam format apa semua kena ni juga.
Awak kena tengok semualah. So overall daripada benda yang saya dah highlight dekat sini, daripada like in report, and then kalau ada benda yang awak rasa perlu being repair ataupun improvise, so just mention lah. Tapi ini yang 6
yang major
lah yang saya nampak, yang tapi yang kat dalam report tu dia saya tak mention lah mana-mana, so awak cari sendiri, nanti awak highlight kat saya.
Alright. Boleh je. Okay.
So the rest faham
Doktor.
Yep.
Hari tu masa kelas hari tu kan, kali ni group yang akan assign sebagai macam sort of like major group adalah 5 group.
Yep, only 5 group. Yang last group during your time ada 2 group, big group kan?
2 group saja.
So 2 group.
Kali ni 5 group.
5 group.
So seorang group tu 7 atau 8 orang kan?
6 ataupun 7 so far. Sebab so far saya tengok dalam list student 34 orang.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right,
okay. And then ini this group saya cuma akan assignkan sebab kita ada 2 big only 2 big report daripada ni. So saya akan assign macam contoh katakan 5, mungkin group 1 dan group 2 refer only to group big group 1 punya report saja. Group 3 sampai 5 just refer to group report yang kedua, yang big group tu saja. Okay, saya tak nak awak just pick up the best from these 2 group. Saya tak nak buat macam tu. So nanti okay. Faham
Faham, betul faham.
Okay, any question? So sebab kita akan sekarang ni saya akan highlight in general your group. So list saya akan release dalam weekend lah. So ini ada hari Khamis. So by later saya akan release besok malam lah. Saya akan bagi list ni. Okay. Okay, so for meeting approach, so this is how we're going to do it. So basically, for each group, there's going to be 6 to 7% per group. So saya akan release dia punya list name for each group. So later on awak akan discuss lah siapa yang akan handle for each subsystem yang kat atas tu, subsystem ataupun subgroup, vehicle integration, ride handling, powertrain and monitoring, steering system and structure. Okay, and then second one, saya nak those I want the project leader to be from those who are responsible for vehicle integration. Okay, group leader from IC for vehicle integration. Okay, sebab saya buat macam ni sebab vehicle integration ni penting lah. Sebab kalau macam dia yang akan assemble everything, so kalau dia tak ada kuasa, saya akan bagi kuasa dekat dia lah. Okay, so group leader ni dia akan make sure vehicle integration, so dia kalau dia tak dia kena make sure lah dia punya anak buah, those who are under his who've been working with him, so he can ask to do necessary work lah to ensure that this project or your deliverable can be done. Okay, so meaning that awak mungkin later on sekarang ni okay lah, so sekarang ni awak belum stress lagi kan, So nanti bila awak stress bukannya apa, sebab selalunya stress bila ada yang team member awak ni tak buat kerja, and then you really need their contribution or their work for this one. So kalau macam this VK integration tak ada power untuk push work from other subsystem, and then when it comes to fabrication or deliverable for your project, akan ada masalah lah. So I want for group leader for each of these 5 group to be from those who are in charge with VK integration. Okay, dan awak kena ingat lah. So ini yang saya cakap. So in the end, during our last meeting, I already informed you that you will give the peer review marks to your friend, and then that peer review marks going to be gained or that going to act like such as going to amplify or to scale down your overall marks, okay, which later on we're going to decide your grade. Okay, so that one you will give peer marks to your friends also, but there's also one peer review that going to be given by this project leader. So meaning that this group leader it's like going to give you appraisal mark. So meaning that siapa-siapa yang tak buat kerja ataupun yang tak buat kerja ni group leader je yang tahu. Dengan saya mungkin awak akan hide and then ataupun okay, kalau macam group leader ni minta ask this and that, yang seorang those who are in charge big macam apa slow je buat kerja kan. So nanti later on dia akan bagi appraisal mark. This appraisal mark ni saya akan compare lah dengan mark yang daripada peer review daripada your friends within the same group. So saya dengan Dr. Izhari akan tengok yang mana yang lagi apa, kalau macam jauh beza daripada yang awak bagi sama-sama kawan-kawan ni yang average dengan dengan awak punya group leader ni bagi, and then I know there is a problem in that group lah, dan saya akan pilih yang apa, saya tengok jugalah kalau majority bagi, contohnya lah sekarang ni awak ada, for example, let's say that your group leader give appraisal mark, so everybody's got constant, and then later on saya tak mean that group leader ni ada macam kuasa veto, tak juga, sebab nanti kalau macam yang peer review ni yang ramai-ramai group member bagi markah rendah dekat yang group leader ni, so sekarang ni kita boleh tahulah yang group leader ni yang tak function, okay, bukannya group member. So nanti saya akan tengok lah, okay, tapi kita akan ada 2 type lah, satu peer review appraisal mark daripada group leader, dengan satu lagi marks daripada team members, okay, sama-sama team members ni. Itu nanti kita akan compare lah. So kita boleh tengok lah sama ada this group leader ni yang tak function ataupun yang team member ni tak buat kerja. So nanti kita tahu. Okay, and then okay. So any question about this one? Because this peer review marks very important, because last semester ada tapi kita tak effect significantly lah on your marks, but for this semester we're going to apply that this peer review marks from your friend or from your group leader is actually going to amplify or to scale down your marks, and then going to affect your grade lah. Okay, so this one doesn't mean that if one group got an A, the whole group going to get an A. No. So meaning that if there's a majority in a group got an A, so if there's one person didn't do his job properly, so that guys possibly get low marks or lower grade or possibly fail lah. Okay, so that's how it's going to work for this semester. Okay, so any question? Faham
Faham.
Okay, good. And then kita akan buat meetings. So ini meeting during studio. So kita ada 5 group dalam within 3 hours time. So basically dalam satu group ni saya akan limit dalam 30 minutes lah. Meeting during studio time. So limit for 30 minutes. Limit for 30 minutes. Limit 30 minit saja. Okay, so kalau macam and then for this one I need your during meeting limit I need you to prepare me prepare your slide lah. No. Not presentation lah. Saya nak prepare documentation lah. Guys. Okay. So this documentation meaning that awak punya progress lah. Progress weekly progress report. Plus your presentation slide. Okay. So for weekly progress report ni saya akan provide dia punya format lah. So saya nak standardize dia punya format. So dalam presentation slide ni just PowerPoint. So follow so basically dalam presentation slide ni is more like your summary of your documentation lah. Okay. Just point out apa yang awak dah buat for that week and then apa yang awak plan for next meeting. Summary of weekly. Yes. And next target. Okay, faham So ada soalan?
So,
Yep.
So this documentation and presentation will be presented by the major
Group leader. Yep, group leader.
as usual.
Yep, as usual lah. So nanti saya seorang je akan present tapi group leader ni dia just present lah. So apa-apa yang saya tanya kalau tak clear macam lepas, so the actual person in charge tu akan tolong jawabkan lah.
Okay.
Okay, sebab saya tak nak lah ramai-ramai present kan. So yang lain pun sebab kalau ramai-ramai present ni kadang-kadang dia haywire sikit lah. Yes. And then usually kalau macam kat industri pun memang macam ni pun. So usually kalau ada big project, project leader yang akan cakap. Yang team member tu ada masa presentation. Cumanya kalau macam ada details Q&A, so yang actual person who was in charge akan tolong jawabkan lah. Okay, so saya nak biasakan awak dengan this culture lah. Okay, so any question? So ada soalan?
Tak ada, tak ada.
Okay. So kalau tak ada soalan, saya rasa yang untuk today's meeting ini je lah kot sebab kita tak start lagi kelas. So basically for class for 2 hours class, usually for today class usually kita akan ada lecture lah. So first few weeks akan being done or being delivered by Dr. Izari, which is related to design for manufacturing. And then the second part or week after that, but before the semester break, mid-sem break is going to be delivered by me, where we're going to take a look on the some element for entrepreneurship. Okay, and then that one for the classes on Thursday lah. So for our class on Monday, so basically there's going to be more on discussion for your progress for this project report or for your engineering proposal. Okay, so any question?
So far no, Dr.
Okay, sekejap saya nak bagi attendance awak, tolong scan attendance sekejap, saya lupa nak bagilah. Tunggu sekejap. Okay, basically based on my e-learning in UTM Smart ni, for auto design we supposed to have two section. I believe the first section belong to SMV student, and then the second section actually from students who took from SKMV. Okay, first I'm going to give you the attendance QR code for the section 1, which is for SMV student first. Alright. Okay, nampak eh? Yes.
Hello, Doctor.
Yes, Mr. Amir.
I joined section 2. I thought section 2 was for students who were in group 2
Oh, okay.
in last course. Should
Okay.
I change my section?
No, it's okay, because since that you mean it's okay, just inform me and then yeah, I will know on my own.
Okay.
Okay,
So for today, should I scan section 1 or section 2?
doesn't matter, it's okay.
Okay,
Because you don't have to change your section because it's already been done. Okay. But generally, initially the section 2 is for SKMV student, but yeah, you don't have you just need to inform me. You don't need to change the section, because later on I will when it comes to what keying your marks, I will know how or what to do.
Okay. Thank
Okay.
you, Doctor.
Okay. So now please scan for section 1. So basically ini 20. Okay. So everybody from who register under section 1 already scan your attendance. Okay, I'm going to deactivate this code. Can boleh?
Wait later. I'm not.
Okay. Dah, okay. Okay, dah. So saya boleh deactivate. Session 1 dah. Okay. So saya akan deactivate lah session 1. QR code. Okay. Sekejap. Okay, section 2. Okay, nampak yang untuk section 2? To section 2, please scan for those who are registered using section 2, so please scan your attendance. Okay, done. Okay, so I'm going to deactivate this one. Sekejap. Okay, semua buka kamera sekejap. So usually after the scan, at the end of class or in between of our meeting, for attendance, I'm going to give both. One for the QR code for the attendance. Second one is actually your face lah from webcam. So I'm going to print screen it for attendance. So buka kamera semua. So ada lagi tak buka. Okay. So yang tak buka ni kenapa ni? Amir Rajwat. Apa? Okay. Ni yang tak ada Wan ni, Muhammad Afiq ni ada ke tak ada ni? Yang Sip Wan, Hafizuddin. Mana?
Doktor saya ada 2.
Oh, okay.
Satu
Share. Share ke?
Saya print screen lah. Okay, done. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Assalamualaikum. And have a good day.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you, Doctor.